wanted to get into the topic of VTubing. So, if you guys want to share your thoughts on VTubing in general, or like, just like your thoughts on the VTubing community. I don't know how many of you guys here are VTubers, because I know not everyone here is a VTuber. Not the VTuber topic, yes, the VTuber topic. It's about time we talk about it. VTubing is genuinely a good thing for streamers, in my opinion. I agree. I personally, like, obviously I love VTubing. If I didn't love VTubing, then why wouldn't I be a VTuber, right? It's good that people have the opportunity to, like, have a avatar to display themselves and to represent themselves. You know, it's really good. I started to be an anime character, so when I found out about VTubers, I was interested instantly. And that's awesome. Yeah, I definitely recommend anybody who wants to definitely like and I will be I will be renting the slimes to try to get into it if they can afford to. But I do want to talk about VTubing in general, and I want to clear up some misconceptions because I've been streaming since February 14th, 2020. And right now it's September 22nd, 2022. So it's been well over 2 years. It will be 3 years in 2023. And about what, 5 months from now? Did I say February 20th? February 14th, Valentine's Day. And I wasn't originally a VTuber. And I feel like there's a lot of people who want to be a VTuber, but I feel like a lot of people just jump into it immediately without actually giving it some time and giving it some thought. And I also wanted to talk about not just like being a VTuber, but what it comes with, including the VTuber community. Because unfortunately, there's some nasty people in the VTuber community, and you have to be careful who you interact with and be careful who you surround yourself with, because you have a chance of coming across like you. Not like you. Shut up, Fry. I don't want to. I don't. Who cares? I care. I'll be ranching slimes later. Coco's actually an actual cat. True. I am an actual cat. Oh goodness. Sorry. It's like a face cam without the actual face. Exactly. And it's all good. Things are going well for me. I'm just going to a bunch of social events, and working on developing my social relationship with a girl I like. I'm going to be taking them on a date soon, speaking of which. Oh, that's awesome. I hope you have a good time. With that. I'm working towards being a VTuber because I want a way to communicate non-verbally without showing my face, and that's good. So I want to kind of like go in order of the topics I wanted to talk about. So we'll start off with for people who want to get into VTubing, or people who are new to VTubing, stuff like that. So let me type it out what we're gonna talk about. Aren't you telling me aren't a completely say so idle as of age by let V cheek? Shaking my head. Can't believe this. Things how the stream's been? They've been good. VTubing helps others that are afraid to show their face to be more out there. Yeah, and it's really nice. And what's nice about VTubing is it lets people kind of be the persona, or be the character, or the person they want to be, which is really nice. Go sneeze and blew us away, sorry. If you can't VTube but want to, I would 100% go down a BNG tuber route, to be honest. Yeah, that's the first thing I wanted to talk about. So I think it's a good idea for anyone who is thinking about getting into VTubing. I recommend going the PNG route, because a PNG is a way to, it's like you have a VTuber model, but just without, you know how I'm kind of like moving around, this and that. It's kind of like that. It's like an image to represent yourself. And it's a lot cheaper than buying a fully rigged, fully bought model. Like, let me talk about me. My VTuber model, you know how much it was? It cost me over $2,000. Over! So that's just like a rough estimate. So what I'm trying to say is, obviously, if you're going for a VTuber model, you don't have to go full out like I did. It's just I knew I wanted to commit to being a VTuber, and I wanted, like, it was something I wanted to do. So it was something that I was able to, like, spend money on and invest in. And I feel like it's been a good for me. I feel like I got back out of it what I put in, which is really nice. However, here's the thing. Let me start off by saying this is like the hard reality of it. Streaming is difficult, and VTubing is an extension of becoming a streamer. Now, in my time of VTubing, I've been a VTuber for over a year. I started VTubing in like May of 2021. So it's been over a year. And for those who don't know, this wasn't my original model. I'll show you guys my original model. This was my first ever model. 2K plus, that's a lot? It is a lot. This is my original model. Old Cacao, yes, old Cacao. Wait, is this the one with the glasses? Okay, this is, don't even got this is what I started out with, you know? This was the OG. Oh, shit! Hey, we're Autonomous, how are you? It's cute. Cute. I remember this model, yes. This was Coco 1.0. This is what I didn't even have a debut when I had this model. So for anyone who is thinking about getting into VTubing or anything like that, you don't have to start with a full-on model. Oh, Coco is cute, thank you. Remember this model? You called me a big stinky with that model? Did I call you a big stinky? If I called you a big stinky, it was probably deserved. I'm not gonna lie. I got into the community when a friend of mine introduced me. She was always too shy to show herself on camera, but when she got into VTubing, she found a way to do it and still be comfortable. Exactly! Exactly. And it's a great, VTubing is great because it shows you don't have to show your IRL face to actually, you know, be a part of streaming. Gonna do it anyways. You already know. But what I recommend for anyone who wants to get into VTubing, anyone who is thinking about it, or people who are newer into the community, like they know they want to become a VTuber, but they don't know where to start. I wanted to talk about that first. So I recommend starting with a PNG. So I'll show you the evolution of Coco. And I'll talk about what I recommend for people who want to get into VTubing, but don't know how to. So, where's my PNG? Okay. Let me, no, wrong one. Wrong one. This. Unload. Okay. PNG, where is it? So this is what is called, wait, first I have to get into my Discord call. Hey, Paul, how are you? This is what is called a PNG. This right here. This is a PNG, and I'm gonna link in the chat a resource that you guys can use. Guess what, Coco? What happened? Yeah, hello, everyone, and lovely lady Coco. Hey, QQ, how are you? Where's the first PNG? Oh, I do have the first PNG. It's somewhere. I can dig it up. I don't want to put it on stream because I don't want to put it up on a stream without asking the artist if it's okay, you know? Oh, thank you for that, Sloth. Yes, so what Sloth put is the resource reactive.fuji.tech, a PNG you say. Yes, so if you ever want to get into VTubing, this is what I recommend. This is what I recommend. I passed my cyber test and I got the highest score, though I didn't study at all. Oh, let's go. Congrats. That's awesome. I'm glad you passed your test. Bugs sometimes, but it's mostly stable. Yes. So there are tutorials out there for anyone who wants to learn how to set up reactive.fuji.tech, but I'm going to try to briefly go over it. So all you have to do is, hold on. Surprised there's no APNGs for this. It's APNGs can hold frames for movement. I think there are people who do use APNGs. I never got into APNGs. Here, I'll just go over it briefly. Window capture. And then reactive by Fujitech. So this is what the website will look like. And then all you have to do is click login. So you have to log in with your Discord account. So as you can see, it's gonna ask you like, is this you? Are you sure you want to authorize? It doesn't do anything, like it doesn't take any information. You just click authorize, and then right here, this is where you're going to set your inactive and speaking image. So inactive is like this. You see how my PNG is like grayed out? That's inactive. And then when it's like lit up like this, that's like the speaking. So typically people have two different images for the inactive and speaking, so it's like you're talking with it. I personally don't do that because I'm lazy. And I just like the way the PNG looks. But it's really up to you. It's up to your discretion. So over here, you can configure it. You can include own image and group view. You can have the bounce effect. You can dim your own inactive image. You can show names, crossfade effect, dim others' inactive image. So you can choose each of these. And I recommend experimenting because you will have to connect like a Discord channel. So I recommend making a specific Discord where you can be alone. Or if you have a public Discord, you can make a private Discord channel. That's what I do. I just have a private Discord channel where only I can join into it and no one else can unless I drag them into it. And that way I can just like do that and have it in both without having to worry about it. It's really up to you. But you configure it that way. And then once you set up the Discord channel, you have these sources. So this is a group browser source and the individual browser source. You're going to want the individual browser source. So you're going to copy and paste this link. And then you are going to put it in a browser source on your OBS. So that's all you have to do. It's really simple. It's nothing too bad. Then you're a famous YouTuber when you remember us. I'm not famous, nor do I want to be famous. Nor will I be famous. I don't want to hear it. Oh wait, actually, we'll keep it like this. So this is what I recommend everybody start off with. Because here's the thing. Hello, my queen. Hey, enigmatic. How are you? Here's the thing. You don't want to invest thousands of dollars into VTubing until you're sure you like streaming. If you end up not liking streaming and you spend a lot of money on VTubing and like your avatar and all of that, and you realize you're not getting the numbers you expected, that's a lot of money and stuff down the drain. So I recommend that you what's the words I'm looking for? I recommend that you take it slow. Take it slow. Here's the thing. A lot of people invest thousands immediately. No! That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. She'll be famous and forget us small boys and girls. I'm not forgetting anybody. It's too late because she's suffering from success. Not even. Yeah, taking followers, you're a micro celebrity. I know people, like, some people say there's a lot of followers. I never really pay attention to followers, really. Just because of the fact that, like, I don't know. I feel like, I mean, I do. Granted, I appreciate everyone who follows. Let me explain. A lot of people think that having a lot of followers automatically means success. I feel like it's important to separate how many followers someone has with like what they bring to the table, because followers is not everything. Having a lot of followers doesn't mean you'll have a lot of viewers, you know? Like, I've had people tell me, they're like, oh my gosh, you have this many followers, but only this many viewers. Why is that? And the answer is simple. All it takes to follow someone is clicking a small, like one little button. That's it. And after that, that doesn't mean you're ever going to come back to the stream again. Now, I'm grateful to have people follow, and I'm not saying I'm unappreciative of it. I do recognize it, and I do appreciate the fact that people take the time out of their day to follow. However, it doesn't necessarily mean that you are going to, like, quote unquote, like, make it. And by make it, I mean, like, have, like, a sustainable career as a streamer or this or that. Like, I've seen people with, like, hundreds of thousands of followers, and then, so-and-so, like, I'm not trying to shit on anybody that's like that, so I'm trying to phrase this carefully before someone takes it out of context, and then they're like, oh my gosh, Coco hates about streamers, cancel Coco, because people are like that. What I'm trying to say is, followers and analytics are two very different things. Clip it! No! Don't clip it! Don't clip it! No! Oh no, Twitter's gonna cancel me again! Whatever shall I do? But, hey Recon, how are you? Clip it and ship it! No! Songs go up when investing millions on VTubing. That's the thing! Okay, let me go back to my VTuber. Wrong thing. Oh my gosh. Hold up. Okay. Let me go back to my VTuber because I want to. Hi, Coco. Hey, Jacobo. This just in big stream strip bully small strips. Uh-oh. Cancel button is gonna come. Whatever shall I do? It's about Twitter. The internet is sensible and full of bitches. It's true. Wait, the internet is sensible or unsensible? Because there are some insensible people out there. Goodness gracious. Oh, goodness. You have to interact with them. It's like, how do you genuinely go about your day thinking like this and thinking it's okay? How do you have, like, this victim mentality? But anyway, that's a different discussion for a different day. Okay, there we go. Are we good? No, we're not good. We move over here. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is, I missed the show. Thighs are deep. I'm sorry. I don't want to get bonked by it. You know what I could do? We could do this. There. How about that? So that way the focus isn't on it, but it's there. So I shouldn't be bonked for this. I shouldn't be bonked for this. Sussy, what do you mean, Sussy? What do you mean? Twitter's the only place in which you can say one thing and people interpret it as something else. Like, I like cats and people will take it as I don't like dogs. Why are they like that? You know what that reminds me of? Hold on, wait. Let me get the meme. Let me get the meme because that is perfect. Wait, let me get the meme. And we'll actually talk about Twitter. We're gonna talk about VTuber Twitter too. Don't you worry. I have a lot of shit to say about that. I think that is the meme? No, it's like something else. Hold on. What up? I need to get it. This one. Add. Image. Browse. Pictures. Or is it downloads? Downloads. This one. Twitter is the only place where well-articulated sentences still get misinterpreted. Can say like pancakes and somebody will say, so you hate waffles. No, bitch. That's a whole new sentence. What the fuck is you talking about? It's like true. Actually true. Twitter is like, oh my gosh. Twitter. That's it. That's a tweet. Twitter. People just love taking shit out of context for their own, like, little clout points or brownie points. It's so disgusting. Like, it's really disturbing. But anyway. Twitch too much cat ears? Ban. Not allowed to have cat ears. Not allowed. But anyway, back to what I was talking about. I think a lot of people have this misconception that if you start as a VTuber, you will automatically get a lot of success, you'll automatically get a lot of followers, and you'll automatically get a lot of viewers. And that actually has been the case for some people on the platform or in the VTubing scene, where they actually do end up getting a lot, like, immediately or like very within a short amount of time. However, there a lot more people that have been grinding, have been hustling, have been working hard, but they unfortunately do not get the same results. That's the thing about Twitch that people need to be aware of when it comes to VTubing. There is a lot of disparity between streamers because there is a lot of luck involved. Now, this is something you will hear a lot of streamers say. You might be like, oh, but like surely, like, oh, these people worked hard, so obviously it's just that other people are working hard enough. And here's the thing. Here's a quote that I like to say a lot that I think is a good quote to keep in mind. Not everyone who works hard will make it, but you will know that everyone who makes it will work hard. There are hundreds of thousands of streamers on this platform, but not everyone is going to make it or be a big streamer with even like hundreds. Even having like here's the thing. Uh Always appreciate what you have first and foremost, because the fact that people take the time out of their day to tune in means a lot, you know, and I will always be grateful for it. So I don't want anyone to think that I'm trying to like shit on small streamers when I say stuff like, oh, you will not always be like, just because you're a VTuber, it doesn't mean that you will automatically get the success you're looking for. Because not everyone cares about numbers, not everyone cares to make it, but if you want VTubing to become sustainable, you want it to be something where you can actually maybe make a living off of it, it takes a lot of time, and it takes a lot of effort, and it takes a lot of patience. And I think there's a lot of people out there who don't recognize that, and who don't realize that you won't always be like the next hit thing. Now, is there a chance of you being the next hit thing? Yeah, of course there is. There will always be that chance. There will always be that opportunity. But the thing is, there's a lot of RNG involved. There's a lot of stuff that you have to keep in mind, like algorithm. You have to focus on putting yourself out there on a lot of social media. And that's the next thing I want to talk about. Just like streamers do more than streaming to be successful. Exactly. It's not just turning on your computer and loading up your streaming platform and then showing up every day. There is a lot of work to be had. It's not just about luck and grind. It's how you grind with luck. Exactly. Here's the thing. Not everyone is going to have equal opportunities because, again, it's all about luck. It's all about RNG. Having a sellout, well, that's one thing you can do. But, you have to, here's something I noticed a lot of VTubers who want to get their name out there, but don't really use the resources that they have available to. And then they will be like, why am I not growing? Why is this person growing, but I'm not? You have to use social media to the best of your abilities. If you do not branch out, if you do not try to put yourself out there, you will not grow. Okay? So I'm going to plug my social media. Here's the thing. If you ever want to be like the people that you see around you, who you see growing and all of that, learn from them. I have people, I'm going to name some VTubers that I will look at their content. Oh, here's my socials if you want to look at mine. I've done things, and if you want to, you can ask me, and I will tell you strategies that I've used, that I've seen be successful, and that have actually worked for myself. It was Ludwig that said it. You don't grow on Twitch, you grow on other platforms and bring it to Twitch. Exactly! Right now, the discoverability for Twitch is rough. It is rough out there. So if you want to, you need to go on other social media. Now, I'm going to talk about my own analytics, not to be narcissistic, but people are always like, oh my gosh, you have 10,000 followers. How? So on and so forth. It's like, I can tell you why. I can tell you how. Like, as you can see, well, I'm not going to talk about my Instagram. I haven't really been posting on Instagram. But TikTok, we have 4,977. And then, actually, you know what? Here's a better website that I like to use. It's called Media Kits. I think it'll be easier because it'll help us show the combine everything. Because I don't want people to think I'm just talking out of my ass. You know what I mean? I want people to know that I have been grinding for over 2 years. And there's stuff I need to improve on. There is a lot of stuff I need to improve on. I can look at my analytics and be like, oh, this is why it's been like this. This is why, like, what can I do to improve? And that's stuff that I notice a lot of YouTubers don't do. I feel like it smells like you talk out of it. Shut up, Mikey. I don't want to hear it. I do not want to hear it. A lot of people will just, like, will be like, why am I not growing? Why is this person growing, but I'm not growing? And then they don't want to look at themselves, and they will look for scapegoats. They will blame this or that, and that's something I'm going to get into later. Like, for example, some of you might know about this. The whole male VTuber versus female VTuber topic. I've seen a lot of like a lot of people who are like, oh, you need to have big booba to grow. Oh, you need to have like this sexual appeal to grow. And yes, do those things get clicks? Do those things get traction? Yes, of course they do. Sex sells. We've known this. This is not new. This is not new information. However, it's not the only thing that you can do. If you really want to make your content work, and you want to make yourself get out there, and you want to actually kind of like work on streaming, you have to put the work in. And it's gonna take a lot. That's why I say you have to have patience. You have to have commitment. You have to be in it for the long haul. Because if you're not, it's going to be very difficult for you to grow as a streamer. You know what I mean? Become a femboy VTuber if you want to. I will always advocate for people to do what they want to do. You know? Really think I even get... Goodness, to begin with, I can't even get that to start selling. Damn. Damn. Maybe the V in VTuber really does stand for virgin. Who knows? But anyway, here's my media kits for anyone who wants to see it. Okay. So, I'm just gonna reference that. Oh, but probably shut up. So, if you guys can see, my overall reach is 18,304. And you can look at my platforms. I have a TikTok, I have a YouTube, I have a Twitter. You can see that there are things that I do that actually will get reach. And I'm going to talk about social media that you can use for yourself. I recommend using TikTok. First and foremost, TikTok is one of the best, if not the best, way to get your name out there as a VTuber. Now, if you want to, you can edit clips and upload it to TikTok, or you can look at trends and use your VTuber model with those trends. Now, personally, I typically follow trends a lot more than I actually upload clips. I want to upload more clips because I feel like that'll help with streams. But that's something I really recommend. I recommend getting on TikTok because TikTok is amazing for growth. It's a great way to get a lot of eyes on your content, whether it be clips, whether it be trends, you want people to see your VTuber model. And then you can add the link to your Twitch to TikTok. So first thing I saw was I love Lizzie. That's a different clip. That's a different clip. But you want to showcase yourself. You want to showcase your personality. And that's another thing I want to get into. Twitter. Twitter is another way to grow. Okay, here's the thing. You should know what each platform is and what to use each platform for. Because if you do that, you will be very successful. Each platform has a different purpose. For example, TikTok is better if you want to get more eyes on your content, compared to Twitter is better to showcasing your personality and having people come across it. It's better to it's great to meet new VTubers and to meet new people and network. And that's actually something I need to improve on. I need to network better. And I do want to, because I genuinely want to meet new people. I want to meet new VTubers. I want to get into more collabs. And that's another thing. Collabing with people, but not just with anyone you see, but collabing with people that you think you can vibe with and you can get along with so that it's entertaining for you and your community is a great way to grow for each other. So don't just try to collab with people just because of numbers. If you can help it, try to genuinely collab with people that you're like, okay, I like this. This can benefit both of us in a way that's like actually genuine. Oh, listen, hot dogs are delicious, okay? Hot dogs are delicious. So, another thing I wanted to talk about is the VTuber community. So, on the topic of Twitter, be careful. There's a lot of VTubers out there who will use you for their own benefit and throw you away. You have to be very, very careful. I've been on Twitter for years, and I've seen it firsthand. People are very catty on Twitter. You have to know which VTubers are the catty, petty, drama-fueled VTubers, and you have to know to avoid them like the plague, because all they will do is they will try to drag you down with them. Those people are not going to get very far. if all they focus on is like, you know? Stay safe on them virtual streets though, because them streets ain't safe. They really aren't. They are not safe at all. Twitter, Discord, Instagram are great for interaction, and YouTube is so on for promotion videos. Yeah! Oh, YouTube is perfect. Definitely get into YouTube Shorts. YouTube Shorts, if you look at my YouTube Shorts, you can see it can get you thousands of views, which is amazing. I don't know how it works. Honestly, I just like upload. Try to don't do more work than you have to. That's what I recommend. Try to keep it in a way that you can use your old content to your benefit. That's why if you can try to encourage your community to clip stuff that they find funny, because chances are if they find it funny, other people might find it funny too. Who knows? But try to get more eyes on your content. As we mentioned earlier, Twitch is not the best if you want to grow, you cannot just hustle on Twitch. You cannot do many hour streams on Twitch. It's not going to get you very far. It sucks to say that because I get it. Streaming is fun. Talking with people is fun, but it's not going to get you very far because Twitch on its own is not the best for advertising yourself. You have to hope that your stream gets recommended. You have to hope that people will scroll down to get to your stream. You have to hope, like, again, like I said, it's all based off of luck. Or if you want to use the word chance, it's on that off chance that someone will actually do that. You know what I mean? You should make a video on YouTube showing how to make a YouTube short. You would make a great teacher. It's just like, for me personally, what I do, I don't go out of my way to make YouTube shorts. I will use either clips that I already have, or I will use TikTok videos that I've already made, and that's what I recommend. I recommend starting with TikTok first, and then using those TikToks and then uploading them over on YouTube. It's just a great way to get eyes on your content, because if the algorithm works in your favor, yeah, that's a thousand views. And if you want to, you can even put, twitch.tv/ and then your username, and then that's people actually seeing it. What I like to do personally is I like to put it in the description and also put it in the comments section, just because I'm actually trying to get myself monetized on YouTube and TikTok first and foremost, and then after that, then I want to work on actually putting that link there. But I don't know, I'll see. I'm still working out the algorithm, so I don't know if I would be the best teacher because there's not everything I could do. Twitter, Discord is still great for interaction. YouTube is so on for promotion videos. Exactly. I don't know if I read that, but it's so true. Those just too good at the game. She's already stuffed her cookies up so they aren't crumbling. I'm working on it. Like, I'm not the best when it comes to these things. I am definitely working on it. I need to, like, I can tell you stuff that I think I need to do that could help me a lot. I need to edit more videos of my variety playthroughs and put it on my main channel. And make highlights. I want to make a clip compilation of clips that you guys might already know of, but I want to edit it in a funny way, or find someone else to edit it for me, something like that. I want to network more on Twitter. I want to find people that I genuinely want to collab with, that we can have a fun time, a fun vibe, so it's fun for everybody. I want to network. I want to do more stuff for Twitter. I don't want to, like, focus on drama. I just want to, like, make memes of the VTuber. Making memes is a great way to grow on Twitch. Not Twitch, sorry, Twitter, by the way. Doing stuff that gets other people involved will help you grow a lot and help you meet a lot of people. So yeah, here's the thing I want to talk about. Be proactive with yourself. Don't be jealous of other people who might be growing. Okay, here's the thing. Jealousy is natural. Jealousy is normal. Okay, it's gonna suck to see other people grow faster than you. Especially if you're like, oh, well, I put in this much work, but it doesn't look like they have had to put in that much work. Why are they growing faster? Again, there's a lot of factors that go into it. It could be the luck of the draw. It could be, they are actually putting in more work than is evident. It could be they networked better and they know people and have connections with people that help to boost their growth. There's a lot of factors, but sitting there and being jealous and wallowing in self-pity is not going to get you very far. It really isn't. It really is not. So be focus more on yourself and what you can improve on. Because at the end of the day, you can be jealous all you want, and you can be a little bitch and sit there and be like, oh my gosh, so-and-so is growing so fast, so-and-so is surrounded by this many people, why am I not? Guess what? While you're sitting there in your self-pity, you know what that person that you're jealous of is doing? They're still grinding, they're still hustling, they're still doing the things that enabled the growth to begin with, and they're going to continue to utilize that to their own, like, of course, best interest, but also their own passion. So instead of being a little bitch and just like blaming this or that, like, oh my gosh, female VTubers have it easier. That, like, yes, I'm not gonna lie. The VTubing community is definitely dominated by females. Oh, the bigger streamers tend to be females. However, it is not just female VTubers. You know what I mean? Or girl VTubers, guy VTubers. I'll use girl and guy VTubers. It'll be easier. There are, just like there's a lot of girl VTubers who succeed, there are male VTubers that succeed too, and I'm going to list them in a moment. But just like there are girl VTubers who are like really, really successful, there are girl VTubers who are not as successful. Just like how there might be guy VTubers who aren't successful, there are guy VTubers who are successful. So of course, I'm going to name some VTuber. Now for hired editor for free, you might get a hug for Coco. No. I don't want anyone to do like free labor for me unless they really want to. Now, if someone wants to, I'm going to, of course, appreciate it. But I want someone to do it because they want to. I don't want someone to do it because I'm like asking them to do it. You know what I mean? But that is something that can help you if you like a VTuber. Clipping things for them, if you want to maybe even edit the clip to make it funny. Like, stuff like that, they'll really appreciate it. It really helps them. It really does. So, if you see a VTuber, also good evening, Sakura. You see a VTuber that you really like and they're like, wait, I really want them to, like, get further. That's something you can do. Small little things like that, it helps a lot. Who knows? Maybe they'll upload your clip to social media. Who knows? I don't know. But anyway, what was I saying? Okay, so I'm gonna name some companies that you guys might know of. We have Niji Sanji, we have Hololive, we have Hey Coco, Hey the Mage, we have VShoujo. VShoujo is a great example of VTubers, and typically they typically have girl VTubers, and those girl VTubers are genuinely successful. However, we also have to keep in mind that as a VTuber, we are not going to have access, as an indie VTuber, unless you have a lot of money that you're willing to shell out, you're not going to have access to the resources that those VTubers have. You know what I mean? So those VTubers who are already a part of a company, they have a team that helps them, a team that edits stuff for them, management that helps them get access to opportunities, so on and so forth. So if you see yourself like, why can't I grow as big as those VTubers? You have to be realistic. They have access to resources that any VTubers might not have. You know what I mean? So we have to be very, very realistic about that. Face Connect, yes, Face Connect, VOMS. I haven't heard of VOMS, actually. We must be the puppet supporter queens and kings. No plebs, we're all kings and queens around here. We are all royalty. Better not colony from Niji Sanji or Hololive? Why not? What I'm trying to say is learn from their examples, see what they do, because of course they already have dedicated teams that help them to be successful. However, their content is genuinely entertaining, because if it wasn't, just because you have access to those resources doesn't mean you'll get far. And just like there's a very popular girl VTubers from those companies, are guy VTubers. For example, some of you might know Vox, Mista, Luca, so on and so forth. They also make content that gets a lot of eyes, not just because they have teams that help them out with it, but because it can be genuinely entertaining. Had to build that empire from 13 viewers, so Hololive can be used. Exactly! A lot of the VTubers in those companies have access to resources now, but they were also small VTubers, and they had to prove themselves. They had to prove they can be entertaining. They had to prove that they have the personality, that they have the skills, they have what it takes to get there. Company a VTuber, but they are rigged too because of rules? Well, I don't want to say that they are rigged. I don't think it's a good thing to say like it's rigged. We can acknowledge and be conscious of the fact that they have access to resources that might not be as accessible or easy to get for people who are indie or who are trying to get started from nowhere. but they still worked hard. They are still hardworking VTubers, just like you and I. They just so happen to also have extra resources that actually help them to get to where they want to be. So I'm going to mention VTubers that I have seen in the scene that I know for a fact they started small. They started smaller. They had like 10 to 20 viewers, and they grew to get hundreds of viewers. And you can even look at their analytics. You can go to this website, Twitch Tracker. If you don't believe me, the analytics will speak for themselves. You can actually look up any VTuber that you want to see. Especially look up VTubers that you think are successful. And then you can go ahead and like see how they started and how they grew, how over time, and you can actually look, if you want to do research on them, look at what they did in those periods of time that actually helped them to grow. So we have so for the male VTuber side of it, guy VTuber side of it, we have Poppy. If you want to look them up, I'll go ahead and put their Twitters. Because I wasn't initially going to make a video about it. And I might still make a video about it that's more condensed about it. But I'm going to link their Twitter so you guys can see who I'm talking about. We got... Oops. There we go. We got Poppy. We got... Yami Umai. And then we have... What's one more I wanted to... Oh, right! Haitian Shinobi. So, some of you... Who is that red one? Yami? We on the same wavelength? You already know. Haitian Shinobi, yes! So, I'm going to talk about them to prove it. Because people don't want to, because I'm a female VTuber, I'm a girl VTuber, so people are going to be like, oh my gosh, you're a VTuber, what are you talking about? No, I've had to work hard, just like other girl VTubers have had to work hard. These are 3 examples of indie VTubers who get hundreds of viewers because they knew how to, goodness. Okay, I don't want to talk about their Twitter because I haven't seen. I'm not showing it on the screen specifically because there could be some content that can get me banned. And I don't want that to happen. So I'm just saying, these are examples of indie VTubers. And you can look into them and see what they do. But you can see they are very active on social media. They know how to play the game. They some of them, like Yami and Keishan, they do thirst traps. And there's nothing wrong with that. Hello, Himili, how are you? There's nothing wrong with that. They will do thirst traps. And that sells. Like I said, it sells, you know? Or, Poppy gets involved with the community a lot. He'll do a lot of videos that involves the VTuber community. Doing things like that. Getting connected, not being in your isolated little bubble, your little island, but actually, you know, actually taking the time and taking the effort to, what am I trying to say? Sorry. Taking the time and taking the effort to actually get involved with trends, get involved with memes, upload on social media. You can check out their social media. They have a lot of things that they get involved with. They have a lot of clips on social media that showcases their personality. You can do that too. If you're a male VTuber and listening to this, you can do that too. Please stop using female VTubers as a scapegoat. Please. Yes, are there a lot of female VTubers who will use booba or thighs or whatever and it gets traction? Yes. So what? If you want to, you can do that too. Literally, Keisha Shinobi has a running gag on his stream and I was there for it. He has a TikTok where he shows his booba. He moves his booba and it's mesmerizing for people. Okay? You can do it too. Like, I'm so sick and tired of VTubers being like, oh my gosh, this VTuber's so successful, blah, 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 blah. I can't do that. Yes, you can. You just have to put in the hard work. If you're just doing 10-hour streams on Twitch and you're not providing anything else, you're not making any other content, guess what? you're not going to get very far. I'm sorry. Because as we mentioned, Twitch is not good on itself. Keishan is dope. I love Keishan's content. Keishan is great. He's a cool dude. He's great. He's very down to earth. And you can see he always publicizes his streams. He always goes out of his way to try to be entertaining, to specifically play variety games and upload them to his YouTube. Like, you can see the strategies that he does, you know? I'm like, Luca, show your booba. Could be on an island, you can build a small village community on the island, but remember that an island never can outpopulate metropolitans. That is a perfect way of saying it enigmatic. Now, if you want... Now, here's the thing. I'm saying you won't get very far. Let me go ahead and rephrase. If you don't care about getting a lot of viewers, you just see VTubing as a hobby, then this stuff won't apply to you. I'm just saying I see so many VTubers get burnt out because they genuinely want to get far. They genuinely want to go the distance. I understand. VTubing is fun. Streaming is fun. But we also have to recognize that there are a lot of things that are involved in it. There is a lot of things that are in the scenes of it. In the background. And if you don't put in the hard work that you have to do to actually grow and get eyes on your content, then no, you can't get mad. Thank you. You can't get mad and be like, oh my gosh, how is it that this VTuber is successful? And, well, you can get mad, but it's not going to be very productive because you can sit there and be mad all you want. It's not going to change the fact that those VTubers are still successful. Like, don't be the type of person that wants to drag other people down just because, just because those other streamers are actually successful. Instead of being the type of person who's like, those people are up and I'm down, so I need to drag them to my level. Be the type of VTuber that's like, those people are up, and even though I might be down right now, or I might not be in the place that I want to be right now, that doesn't change the fact that I can get up there too. Because if it is proven that these indie VTubers have started from little to nothing, but have learned the game, and have hustled, and have grinded, regardless of their gender, you can do it too. Do research. See what works. See what doesn't work. Experiment. Because if you do not, and you do not take the time and the effort, it is going to be a very painful journey for you. It really is. It really is. If you want to grow. Now, if you don't care about growing, then ignore me. By all means. I'm not here to tell you what to do. But if you genuinely want to make the effort to grow, you have to pay attention to these examples. And you have to see what other people do. You have to do your research. You have to do your research. Get out there and interact with others, expand the communities, join other communities, build bonds, and you will thrive. Exactly. Exactly. Hey, T the Raya, how are you? Not being a hater, negativity is a superpower. Okay, T. It's been a minute since I've been here. Hey, Tatsuya, how are you? By all means, don't be a V-tweeter of malicious intents. That's another good topic to get into. Let's talk about the V-tweeters. If you know who the V-tweeters are, you know who I'm talking about. All they do is spend all that time. Now, here's the thing. If you're a good V-tweeter, like, you use Twitter to your advantage, and you, like, you get involved with the community, and you make funny memes, I can name a V-tweeter that I like to see. I genuinely like seeing on my timeline. In fact, I should follow them if I like seeing them. No, let me see if I can get their name. Some of you, do any of you guys know who I'm talking about? I think his name is Retsuya? Or something like that? I think last I was here was when Tower Fantasy came out first week. I don't ever post on Twitter. Oh, you don't? Well, that's something to definitely work on for anyone who wants to grow. Twitter is a very powerful tool if you know what you're doing. Don't sit there and shit on others' communities and other VTubers 24/7, 365. And drink energy drinks to fuel the hate. Exactly. Exactly. I can't find the person that I'm looking for. But if you're like that, guess what? You look like a dipshit, first and foremost. And then on top of that, while you're sitting here fueling hate and getting those little brownie points that you so desperately crave, the validation you're looking for, guess what your streams are doing? Disgusting. Okay, no, sorry, not disgusting. Well, yeah. Well, I'm gonna say they're going bad for you because all you know is how to spread hate, thinking that's gonna help you grow as a streamer. Whereas people who are actually positive and actually focusing on themselves and their content and working on growing, they are gonna grow and they're gonna thrive and they're gonna leave you on the dust. And if you're a V tweeter and you feel offended by this, good. If you're one of those V tweeters that all you do is sit there and get into drama and get into little spats, all this or that, and then you don't do anything else with your content and you feel threatened, good. Learn why you feel threatened, because if you feel threatened, honey, that is a reflection of your personality. I do not give a shit what you have to say. I really don't. Because people are sick and tired of seeing that. And you wonder why you're sitting here on Twitter 24/7 tweeting this and that, getting into these little things, this and that, and you're not working on your content, and you're wondering why you're not growing. So, I'm not gonna hate on you, Tatsuya. Can I hate on Cacao? You guys can hate on Cacao. I want you to cancel me? Uh-oh. But, yeah. That's pretty much what I wanted to talk about. So if you ever want to get into VTubing, it is a long and arduous journey. You will not always get out of it the hard work that you put into it, but if you focus on having fun and you focus on genuinely having a good time, then not growing as fast as you might want or expect won't hit you as hard. But if all you focus on is the analytics and how fast you're growing or this or that, it's going to be a tough time. It really is. So focus on... Oh yeah! Oh, and before I close this off, VTubers, female VTubers that I've seen, Shy Lily is still an indie. I would consider her an indie because she's not a part of a group. I knew her when she wasn't getting thousands of viewers. You can look at her analytics. She used to stream a lot of Genshin Impact, but she learned the game. Fox Plushie, I knew her when she had like 20 viewers, just like me. I knew her then. And we used to be in the same VTuber group. And now she's getting hundreds of viewers. And I'm proud of them. And if you look at their TikToks, you look at their Twitters, you can see what they're doing. And you can see what they are how they were able to use the system to achieve the heights that they're at now. And there are so many more that I might not name, but you can look at them. You can look at them and see. It's tough. I gave up like 5 times. It is tough out there. Sometimes I come across negative people, but I just brought the idea they are welcome to stay. Yeah, like me personally, I want to focus more on positivity. I don't want to focus on the negativity. Bring a positive attitude. Yeah, not a negative attitude, a positive one. Notice what they never mention, those malicious messages. They never mention how they do content or take pride in their content. True. They don't bring much but a negative attitude to the table. And they're going to have to learn. They're going to learn the hard way. They're going to learn the hard way how that isn't going to benefit them. You Fox Plushie beforehand too? Yeah, she's really cool. She's a really cool person. But, what I have to say is, if you want to get into streaming and you want to get into VTubing, just be aware that it's tough. You're not going to get... Just because you see all of these VTubers of hundreds, if not thousands of viewers, doesn't mean that you will. Especially if you're just starting out. It's a process. But if you focus more on the fun aspect of it instead of the not so fun aspect of it, it's going to be a lot better for you. Because streaming should be first and foremost. It should be fun thing for you to do. It should be a fun hobby. And if you so happen to make something out of it, that's awesome. Now, is it okay to want to make a living out of it and actually be able to, like, sustain yourself and want to be able to, like, live in your own apartment or maybe even a house? I don't know about a house. It depends. You really have to make it if you want to get a house out of it. People don't realize, streamers don't make as much money as people think they do. They really do not. They really do not, because it is based off of generosity. It's based off of the generosity of the community. And I'm not saying this, I'm grateful to all of you guys who have shown generosity in that way. I am so lucky, and I am so appreciative. So I'm not trying to say that to be like, oh my gosh, It's just a fact. It's genuinely just a fact. So, yeah. So the same way with YouTube. YouTube is a different platform. I'm specifically talking about Twitch. There are things you can do on YouTube too. YouTube is a different, like, animal. I try to not to pay attention to insights. Yes, because insights fluctuate a lot. It fluctuates a lot, and there's a lot of different things Thank you for lurking, Autonomous. There are a lot of different things that will actually impact your viewership and things like that. So it's best to not pay attention to the individual, but to focus more on the collective and see what you can do about the collective more so than the individual. Because if you focus on the collective, then the small streams here and there that might not have done as well as your other streams won't matter as much to you, you know? I feel like focusing on that makes you less focused on your community and just focus on numbers. Exactly. And the moment all you do is focus on numbers and you stress out about the numbers and you burn out because of the numbers, that's when you gone downhill. That's when things don't go well for you. So yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about.